sun's coming up and the weather's fine. I'll be down by the riverside. On a day like today, there's one thing on my mind. Well, I grab my box and I grab my pole. Standing by the river, it's good for your soul. I can't wait to go. I'm still fishing. I'm still fishing. What can I say? I'm still fishing. I won't be around today. I got so much to do. It's gonna have to wait till I get through. I'm still fishing. I'm still fishing. Fish on! Hi, I'm Rich Ortiz. We're out here on beautiful Lake George, Queen of American Lakes, fishing for lake trout. We got an exciting show for you coming up. What we're doing here is we're checking to find a depth. We're on a sandbar, and we're looking to get off this sandbar, and it drops into about 60 feet of water. Lakers love to hang on the edge of that bar looking for smelt, which is the natural bait fish found in this lake. And boy, smelt have a very unique odor that they give off. An absolutely excellent fish. We've got a digital handheld sonar, and we're reading 20 feet, so we're just about to come off onto that ridge. We've got a little more to go, but we're going to get there, and we're going to do some jigging for lake trout, and we're going to have some exciting action out here today on Lake George. It's March 3rd. It's late season ice, and the fishing is usually hot. There's an abundance of lake trout in this lake, and they primarily feed on smelt. But in this lake, smelt are prohibited. So what we're doing is we're mimicking a smelt. We're using some icicles. And what we're going to do is we're going to vary the depths on our tip-ups and hope to find the depths that they are feeding at today. This lake is known to have lake trout up to 30 pounds. What we do is we're just going to hook these right through the back here, right behind the fin, and we're using small size 16 treble hooks. We're using a red treble to hope entice this. So what I'm going to do is just put this about 5 feet under the ice. All right. What I like to do is cover the hole with a little bit of snow, just so there isn't too much light. Make it look real natural. All right, we're just going to set up our 5 tip-ups here. We're allowed 5 tip-ups on Lake George, and we're going to start jigging and try to find this little drop-off and see if we can catch some real nice lake trout today. All right. This lake is one of the 3rd cleanest lakes in the world. It's got AAA reservoir water right out of the hole. So you can literally take a cup and drink this stuff. It is crystal clear. You could see in the summertime, you could see straight down to the bottom, and 30 feet of water looks like 5. Lake trout love this kind of water. Now there's about 8 inches of ice, which is plenty to hold a human ice fishing. But we've got a clear view of our minnow right now at 5 feet underneath the ice. I can literally see the minnow swimming around. This will be exciting to catch a fish out of this hole. We'll have a clear view of the fish as we bring it up. Now we're going to put this minnow about halfway down. It's 21 feet here, and we're just on the edge of a drop-off. We're hoping that these fish come in to feed and push these fish off this drop-off. And we're using polar tip-ups today. And we got 6-pound test leader line, which is nice and light because, like I said, this water is ultra clear, which gives the fish an advantage. So the more we can mask the presentation is key out here. Like I said, light lines, small hooks. Here we go. We got one. We got a fish over here. He's burning line out. Come on. Oh, he hit it and dropped it again. That's what we call a hit and spit right there, folks. Hit and spit. These fish are very smart. They get a taste of that hook, and boy, they know what got into them. You can see the scales floating in the water right now from where that fish striked. Absolutely ferocious lake trout. But our minnow's still okay and he's still active. We've been out here for 10 minutes. We've already had 2 flags. These fish are hitting them, but they're not taking the bait. Which tells me the fish are active. And it's just going to be a matter of minutes, folks. That top is spinning. Come on in. We got a fish on here, folks. Lake trout on Lake George. Unbelievable. We're going to let this fish run once. As soon as it stops, we're going to set the hook. We got a nice fish on. He almost ran out all my line. Oh yeah. Here he is. Lake trout heaven. Now what you want to do is be careful. Oh, he's a nice fish. Be careful as you're bringing up the line. What you don't want to do is get your line tangled. So you want to keep it. Oh, he's running. He's running. Look at that. These fish are excellent fights in the winter. This is nice. Look at him go. Oh yeah. He doesn't want to come off. Yeah, he's a nice fighter. What I do is hand over hand. But he doesn't want to come off the bottom. Look at that. Oh, listen to that. Adirondack lake trout. You got to come out here and give it a try. Lake George. Excellent fishery.
We'll be right back.
This is a glacier-formed lake. It's absolutely contoured. The deepest part in this lake is almost 200 feet. So it's just a great safe haven for lake trout. And these fish are healthy, healthy, healthy. Excellent eating fish as well. A lot of the locals like to bake them. Boy, we can't get this fish off the bottom. He's coming real slow. Real slow. He's starting to shake his head, which is a famous maneuver for a lake trout. They love to bounce. Here he goes again. We're at the leader. There he is. There he is. Oh yeah. All right. There we have it. Beautiful lake trout. Excellent. Now, hook came out nice and easy. Now, if you see this lake trout's healthy, and it's got white tipped fins here. White tipped fins. Beautiful lake trout. We're going to just get him back in the water as quick as possible. If you can, watch this. He's going to wave goodbye to us. There he goes. Excellent. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be using a 7G Swedish pimple. Lake trout, there's a variety of lures you could be using out here. I like using white bucktails or Swedish pimples, a variety of colors. Anything to mimic the smelt or a sucker. Today we're using a gold. This is a classic lake trout technique. We're using a gold Swedish pimple. We've got 8-pound test line. We're using a nice gold Rapala here. I've got my fishing buddy side finder, and by the looks of the bottom, we're marking some lake trout. Now we're going to break out the secret ingredient. Like I said before, smelt are prohibited in this lake. So we do the best we can to mimic a smelt. And what we have here is some smelt oil. And we're just going to put some of this smelt oil all over this lure. Increasing our chances, because what we want is these fish to get as excited as possible by this pimple. What we're doing is we're going to be dropping this down right on the bottom. And you want to be aggressive when you jig. You want to actually bounce the Swedish pimple right off the bottom in a very aggressive manner. Big lifts, big strokes. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on, baby. All right, here we go. Now that was less than 1 second, and we got ourselves a lake trout. Folks, this is exciting. That was less than 1 second. My first jig, first time on the lake, late hot action season. Here we are. Look at that bend right there, huh? This is an awesome, awesome ugly stick, and the action is hot today, folks. Hot, hot, hot. Look at this, look at him. Oh yeah, he's not ready to come off the bottom yet. Oh, beautiful fish. Take a look at that, huh? Excellent. Now that is a gorgeous lake trout. You see that lake trout right underneath the ice. Here we go. Wow. We're going to try to be as gentle with these fish as possible, and we're going to avoid using a gaff because we're not keeping these fish today. We're going to let these fish swim on. There we go. We got ourselves a lake trout. Absolutely gorgeous. Just hooked perfectly in the bottom lip. We could say thank you to this fish for that. All right. We got a little wind out here today, but the hot action is here. All right, look at that, huh? Beautiful. Excellent. Here we go, folks. Fish on. All right.
We'll be right back.
Well, thanks a lot, Ed. Listen, folks, I just went to check a tip up. I've got a flag over there, and as I'm walking away, I have the cameraman, Ed Gazelle, hold on to the pole. Within 1 second, he says, "Hey, Rich, what's this?" And here we go. We're fighting another lake trout, folks. Fish on. This one's got some power. Look at that tail. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we couldn't ask for a better day. This fishing is tremendous. Lake George, late season, jigging with Swedish pimples. Oh, and he got off. Oh, all right, I'm blaming that one on you, Ed. What we have is a Fishin' Buddy 1200, and what we're doing is we're reading the bottom. There's many features on this fish finder, and what we've done is we've put it on the bottom so it marks. This is 28 feet. And it's marking from 22 to 28 feet, so I can pay real close attention to the bottom. Now when I'm looking at this and I'm watching this, as you see here, this comes up here a little bit. We've got ourselves a little blip. Now that's what these lake trout you want to look for these lake trout. Anything on the bottom is generally a lake trout off this bed here. And what we're looking for is just any. There we go. You see that? That is a lake trout for sure. You watch how that just jumped up about a foot. Now that's a lake trout cruising the bottom. And what we're doing is we're hoping he's hungry.
And I'm ready.
Oh, there's one. Excellent. This is unbelievable. Fishing is furious. That is our fourth lake trout, and now we're up to about 35 minutes worth of fishing. Oh yeah. This is real exciting on a jig stick. Now we're using two methods to catch these fish, tip-ups and jig stick, and both are working today. We've had countless flags, about 4 or 5 flags. Look at that, we've got one right now. Take a look, and here we go. He's getting close to the hole now. Oh yeah. This is a nice one, folks. A real nice lake trout. Yeah, excellent. Take a look at the gorgeous colors. This is a beautiful lake trout. Look at those white tipped fins. Unbelievable. This is a healthy fish. Take a look at that. These fish have a nice set of teeth on them, as you can see right there. Very aggressive fish, and a beautiful Beautiful fish. Look at the greens. Take a look at those nice speckles with the white lining. I mean, that is gorgeous. Look at that. This is what we call Lake George lake trout right here. And I'm going to wave goodbye to us again. There he goes. See you later. Thank you. All right. Hot action on Lake George. Fish on.
We'll be right back.
We've switched from the Swedish pimple to bucktail. 1/4 ounce bucktail tipped with an icicle. What we're going to do is we're going to doctor it up with some of this smelt juice. Seems to be really making a difference today, adding this smelt scent. Alright, we're in about 36 feet of water. At this tip up over here, about 25 feet away, we're looking at 20 feet of water. So we've got about a 15-foot drop off, and these fish are holding up right on the bottom. We've marked a bunch of fish with the fish finder. What's going on today is these fish are schooled up on the bottom, and they're looking to catch these smelt off these rocks and feed up on them. And we're using these bucktails and these Swedish pimples, and we're having great success. In this lure, you just want to bounce right off the bottom. This is a rocky bottom we're fishing. We're bouncing this off the bottom, disturbing the bottom just enough to act like a wounded minnow. And we've tipped it with some live bait, which always helps. We got ourselves a Berkeley lightning rod ice. This one's 4 foot 10 inches. It's an excellent pull to catch these fish. See, watch here as the line stops. That's an indication we're at the bottom. What I'm doing, bouncing it right off the bottom, letting it hit the bottom, bringing it back up. Every once in a while, as I bounce, what I'll do is I'll reel it up and stop. Reel it up and stop. Every once in a while, you'll get a lake trout to come right off the bottom, follow that up, and slam it. I'm marking some fish on the bottom here. Oh, there he is. All right. Yeah. Adirondack lake trout. Yeah, we're in 53 feet. About 10 feet that way is about 27. So we're on a nice drop off. Boy, this action's hot. This is fish number 6. And we're an hour into the fishing trip. I'll tell you, that's a lot of lake trout. And we're happy. Oh, he's right under the ice now. I have to. This feels like a nice one. And there he is. All right. Oh yeah. Swedish pimples. We're on fire. We're not wishing, we're fishing today. All right. There we go. Beautiful fish. Excellent. Tell you what, if you haven't done this before and you like to fish, you're going to love jigging for lake trout. Just hooked here. There we go. All right. That's about a 19, 20-inch lake trout. Boy, he was hungry. Fish on. Look at that. The seagull, he's looking to catch himself a lake trout today too. We got ourselves a flyby seagull here. All right. Now, if you've never been to Lake George area before, and it's your first time coming up here, this area offers a wonderful abundance of not only fishing and sightseeing, snowmobiling, there's other activities. There's a winter carnival that lasts a month and it goes every weekend. There's semi-trucks out on the lake and snowmobile racing and all kinds of ice sculptures. It's wonderful for the kids. And I'm a little biased, but I enjoy right here with my jig stick in my hand fishing for these lake trout. We've got ourselves an excellent day. Fish on. There's another one. Yeah! Boy, I'll tell you what, that fish on worked, huh? Excellent. Beautiful. Oh, he got off. He got off. Oh. All right. That's how it goes. We're going to get it back down there and see what else we can do here. Boy, the fishing action is hot today. All right, take a look at this, folks. We just ran out of audio. We got a beautiful fish on here. Take a look down this hole. Come down this hole with me. Oh yeah, look at that. Here he comes. Oh yeah, nice one. He does not want to come. This one's still got a lot of fight in him. Whoa. Ooh, ain't this one. Fish on. Well, folks, it's been an awesome day out here on Lake George. We couldn't ask for a better day. Beautiful lake trout. We got 6 or 7. It was an awesome time. We're looking forward to doing this again, and we hope you enjoy and trying it yourselves. Thank you so much for coming out today. My name is Rich, and I'm your host, Still Fishing. Thanks a lot. Fish on!
Whether it's a puddle or whether it's a pond, I can't wait to get a big one on. Watching my pole bend is such a sight to see. Well, my heart is pounding, it's a thrill to fight. You know, I can't wait for one to bite. There's nothing like the feeling of a fish stretching out my line. I'm still fishing, what can I say? I'm still fishing, I won't be around today. I got so much to do, it's gonna have to wait till I get through.